Digital Minds, exploring the innovators shaping the IT and gaming worlds. Welcome to Digital Minds, the podcast dedicated to uncovering the stories, trends, and visionary minds that are redefining the IT and gaming landscapes. Hosted by Vito, this show is tailored for IT professionals, tech enthusiasts, and digital creatives who want to stay ahead of the curve in technology, software engineering, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and the evolving world of video games. Each episode takes you behind the scenes of groundbreaking projects and cutting-edge technologies, offering deep dives into the latest advancements in digital innovation. From analyzing the future of AI and cloud computing to exploring the tech behind the most anticipated video games, Digital Minds provides a unique perspective on the digital minds shaping our world. Join us to stay informed, get inspired, and engage in conversations that are driving the future of technology and gaming. In today's episode of Digital Minds, we're diving into the story of Richard Stallman, a pioneering figure in the tech world and the father of the free software movement. His belief in software freedom has reshaped the way we think about ownership, collaboration, and digital rights, making him one of the most influential figures in the history of computing. Richard Matthew Stallman, or RMS as he's often known, was born in 1953 in New York City. From a young age, he exhibited an intense interest in mathematics and computers, which led him to study at Harvard and work as a programmer at MIT's Artificial Intelligence Lab. But it was during his time at MIT that Stallman would witness something that would change his life: the increasing privatization of software. In the early 1980s, Stallman found himself at odds with a growing trend. Software companies began closing off their source code, selling proprietary software, and restricting the ways in which users could modify or share it. Stallman believed this violated the very essence of what software should be, a tool that empowers users and fosters innovation through collaboration. He set out on a mission to reverse this trend, sparking a revolution in software development. In 1983, Stallman launched the GNU project, an ambitious initiative to create a complete, free operating system. The name GNU is a recursive acronym for GNU's Not Unix, a nod to the Unix operating system that Stallman aimed to replicate, but with one key difference: GNU would be entirely free and open source. Anyone could use, modify, and distribute the software without restrictions. This bold move laid the foundation for the free software movement. In the following year, Stallman authored the GNU General Public License, GPL, which remains one of the most widely used software licenses in the world. The GPL enforces that any software derived from GPL licensed code must also be released as free software. In essence, it ensures that software freedoms remain intact for all future users and developers. This license would go on to protect many of the foundational technologies that power modern computing, including the Linux kernel. The ideas championed by Stallman through the free software movement reached far beyond just programming. His philosophy advocated for transparency, collaboration, and the democratization of technology, ideas that continue to resonate deeply in today's world of open-source software, digital rights, and even gaming. It's no exaggeration to say that without Richard Stallman, the digital landscape we know today would look very different. His influence extended to the gaming industry as well. Early game developers and enthusiasts, much like the programmers Stallman was rallying, saw the value in open-source development and community-driven projects. The ability to share, modify, and collaborate on code inspired a wave of creativity in game development. In many ways, Stallman's push for software freedom laid the groundwork for the indie game development movement, where small, passionate teams could build games with the same tools and resources once reserved for large studios. One of the most notable impacts of Stallman's work is the role it played in the creation of the Linux operating system. In the early 90s, Finnish programmer Linus Torvalds built the Linux kernel, which, when combined with the GNU system, created the first fully free and open-source operating system, GNU Linux. Today, Linux powers the vast majority of web servers, supercomputers, and even many gaming consoles, all thanks to the free software principles championed by Stallman. But Stallman's philosophy isn't without its controversies. His staunch opposition to proprietary software has put him at odds with major tech companies and even some members of the open source community. Nevertheless, Stallman remains a staunch advocate for user freedoms, continuing to speak out against digital surveillance, restrictive licenses, and corporate control over technology. As we look around at today's tech landscape, from the dominance of open source platforms like Linux and Android to the increasing push for transparency in data use and digital rights, it's clear that Richard Stallman's vision has left an indelible mark on the world of IT. Whether you agree with his uncompromising stance or not, his influence on the software world and, by extension, the gaming industry is undeniable. Stallman's story is a testament to the power of sticking to your principles, even when the odds seem stacked against you. His unwavering commitment to software freedom continues to inspire countless developers, engineers, and digital rights advocates around the globe. He reminds us that technology should empower, not restrict, a philosophy that resonates now more than ever in our increasingly digital world. Thank you for joining us today on Digital Minds. This episode was created by HQ Digital, where we explore the people and ideas shaping the future of technology. Stay tuned for more stories about the digital minds who've transformed our world. Until next time, keep innovating and embracing the freedom of the digital age. Let me know if you'd like the next one in the series.